do you, Dr. Jordan, and I'm going to put you on the spot here,
Hit me.
own some type of Bluetooth hearing protection device?
So that's a good question. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. But
Well, now we can't have Dr. Jordan on here anymore. She's no longer the authority. Yeah.
But I will say I'm not often in loud situations.
True.
Welcome to the Ask an Audiologist podcast, real audiology white papers written by real audiologists and explained to you by a real audiologist and a guy who isn't. Now here are your hosts, Dr. Jordan Strong and Kevin Ziener.
What better way to start your Valentine's Day week than with your favorite audiology podcast? I'm your matchmaker and host, Kevin Ziener.
I'm Dr. Jordan.
Now, tell me, Dr. Jordan, before we get into today's article, what's the best Valentine's Day date that your husband has ever taken you on?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because here's the great little thing, a little anecdote about Dr. Jordan and her husband. They've been together since like pretty much elementary school.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You've been together since high school, right?
I was actually in like middle school.
Oh my gosh, he was robbing the cradle.
I was a child.
Crazy. And it's all above board because they were both children.
Yes.
So it's fine. And now they're consenting adults who got married and still love each other.
Yes.
All right. My question still stands. Best Valentine's date.
Yeah. So the best one, it was actually one of our first, I think.
Cute.
He set up it was like a couple's Valentine's thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was us and then my best friend and her boyfriend, where they had set up Christmas lights and like cleared out this like patch in the woods.
Cool.
And we had like a whole picnic out there underneath all of these like Christmas lights in the middle of the woods. It was pretty cool.
No wonder you married your high school sweetheart
Yeah.
with stories like that.
We had
How
all of our favorite
romantic.
foods. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yep.
He's a keeper.
Yeah.
I
Needs to do it again.
Yeah. And now here's a reminder. Do it again.
There you go.
Okay. You know what else is romantic? Bluetooth hearing protection.
Oh, yeah.
The author of this romance novel-esque article comes from Dr. Kelly Knolhoff of Birkdale Audiology, all the way out there in Charlotte, North Carolina. So, Dr. Jordan, in your best Barry White voice, talk to us about the soothing sounds of Bluetooth hearing protection.
Not my best Barry White, but
sure, fair.
That's not.
I'm just trying to give the people what they want.
I don't have it.
Okay, fair enough.
Bluetooth hearing protection. It's pretty cool. So most of the time when people use hearing protection, I mean, it's like your, typical foam earplugs you grab from the store,
Mm-hmm.
I think of like my dad wearing the little foam earplugs, to cut the grass.
Absolutely. It's like the foam earplugs, like the gel ones or those.
Yeah.
And then there's just like the cans, like I'm wearing. Those are how I think of hearing protection. Those three things.
Yep. So you got like the ear muff style, the ones that go over the ears. You got the ones in the ears. But now, in more recent years, you've got the ones that are like Bluetooth devices. So it's pretty cool. So those other ones, I mean, there's nothing obviously digital about them.
Right.
But with the new ones that are Bluetooth, they're digital, which means that a lot of times you can have it where you're still hearing everything basically like normal.
Yeah.
But say a loud sound happens, you turn on the lawnmower, you shoot a gun, whatever it may be. As soon as that loud sound happens, that device basically snaps into like a closed mode to where it's going to cut out that loud sound.
And does it do it by counteracting that loud sound with a noise or a frequency of its own?
Nope.
Or
It's like it just deadens the sound.
So like I work out with, I know we're not supposed to do any plugs on this, but I just like have these Jabra headphones, right? And so there's a function that allows you to play music but hear through.
Mm-hmm.
And so theoretically, if I'm wearing these earbuds and a loud noise happens around me, it's going to just turn off immediately so it does not come through.
Correct.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And so like in what circumstances would you necessarily would you say, hey, these are the places, like these are the top 3 places you should be wearing these types of hearing protection?
Yeah. I mean, obviously where I'm at, it's in Louisiana, it's hunter's paradise.
Got it.
So definitely anybody who's hunting.
Okay.
You need to be wearing them. And then wearing them, especially with the Bluetooth devices, most of everybody who wears them. It says it's more enjoyable because now you're not having to like take them in and out.
Yeah.
And then of course what happens, you take it out, and then you never put it back in. And, where we are, they shoot ducks and things like that a lot. And then it's just rapid fire.
Yeah.
And there goes your hearing.
Wow. And so does the technology allow for like when it's a loud burst of sound, then it's over, then it turns back on and off and on and off and on?
That's right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then with those devices, they're Bluetooth.
Sure.
So, I mean, they still, send music from your phone into them, that kind of thing. A lot of them are rechargeable. So that's pretty cool. We got a little case to put them in. So it's pretty cool.
And so then I would also imagine like if you're a concert frequenter or a festival frequenter, or if you like to go to large scale sporting events, obviously, which takes place in Louisiana as well, wearing those allows you to not have to consciously, like for instance, I have been to LSU and LSU was playing Alabama, and it's an outdoor stadium. There is no top to it, like the Superdome. Right. It was the loudest place I have ever been in my entire life. Open air. Like, I know there's music playing, and you understand, you'll especially understand, it's so loud you don't actually hear noise. It's just like you can feel the bass. Yeah. That was absolutely probably a perfect time to wear Bluetooth protection.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, definitely cutting the grass, using any type of like lawn equipment, definitely using that. A lot of people work at industrial settings, most of which now are, OSHA regulated, but definitely wear that. For those people, they get regulated at work and then they go home or to a football game and they don't wear them. Yeah. So that it matters. It all adds up.
And of course, we're talking about this not because Dr. Jordan doesn't want to see you as her own hearing loss patient, but because she wants to extend the time until she does see you. Right. And this is like one of the cool new pieces of technology that allow people to mitigate exposure to loud noise, which is clearly a cause and effect to their hearing loss.
Absolutely. Prevention is everything. Yeah. Especially in an up and coming world that we're in now, where more and more kids and younger adults are walking around constantly with something in their ears. They're constantly listening to music, something like that. And you got to protect what you have. Yeah. You're not getting it back. Like, it's definitely one of those things. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Sure. And I think some people would be like, well, I mean, I already have hearing loss. What's the point of trying to protect it, right? To which you would say,
you're going to lose more. Yeah. Like, you've got to protect what you already have.
Yeah. And it's so passive too. And they're so ubiquitous. I mean, as I made mention to my earbuds earlier, that's probably a feature on there that I don't even know about, and I've had those for, oh my gosh, 2+ years at this point. So it's not like it's this new technology that you have to go hunt for.
Right.
It is pervasive already in the industry.
Yeah. I mean, there's some that you can just order online. There's also custom ones where you can go in, see an audiologist, get a custom ear mold made, and then they make it to the shape of your ear. So it's even that much more comfortable.
That's awesome.
I mean, make it fun colors, that kind of stuff, so people like that stuff.
So here's my question to you. No, I mean, one of the favorite things about hearing aids is that you can usually get them in your own color. Yeah. And for me, I mean, clearly I don't have a stigma about it. I think we all, as we get older and as more information becomes available, we all understand that everybody pretty much at any age is going to have some type of hearing loss.
Sure.
So what are any of us nervous about saying that we have it for? So if I'm going to get hearing aids, I want them to be kind of loud and proud and fun and representative of me. Do you, Dr. Jordan, and I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Hit me.
Own some type of Bluetooth hearing protection device?
So that's a good question. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. But
well, now we can't have Dr. Jordan on here anymore. She's no longer the authority. Yeah.
But I will say I'm not often in loud situations.
True.
When I am, I actually carry in my purse. I have a little carrying case for just some little passive earplugs that I stick in.
Yeah. I steal them from the hotel. I'll tell you this is another New Orleans thing. When you stay in a New Orleans hotel, they always have the earplugs because they're just like, sorry, we're in the Big Easy. It's going to be loud at some point tonight.
It's always so loud. Yeah. I just stayed there not that long ago and it was so loud in our room.
Yeah, so loud. You're like, I can't wait to have all this fun time and go out and be crazy. And you're like, but I got to be in bed by 2. And then you realize like, but nobody else is going to bed then.
Right. Well, and we had a room like on Bourbon in Canal Street. Like, it's just loud.
They don't even give you earplugs. They're just like, what did you think was going to
what did you
happen
think was
staying
gonna
here?
happen?
Yeah, like
Did you plan on sleeping?
this is a you problem. This is not an us problem. It's a you problem.
Yes.
And now that we have properly serenaded you with the smooth sounds of our voices, please remember to go to askanaudiologist.com and to use promo code AskAnAudiologist when you purchase flowers for your sweetheart this year. The code's not going to work, but it's just going to be a fun thing for you to do that haphazardly supports this podcast. So whether you go to flowers.com or what other favorite website, just before you hit the purchase, just type in Ask an Audiologist.
Yeah.
And again, something might work. If it does, I have no idea why, but it would be fun to see if it does otherwise. Dr. Jordan, whimsical as ever.
You know what I do.
We'll see you guys next week.
You can find more information at askanaudiologist.com, and you can follow us on all our social channels at Ask an Audiologist. The information provided on this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not substitute for professional medical advice.
Who's your favorite president? Go.
My favorite president of all
Ever.
time? That's a tough one.
There's 45 to choose from.
I know. I feel like, I'm going to go with George Washington.
Safe.
I got a couple cherry trees
Yeah.
and I've cut them down, and it was great.
And you have wooden teeth. A lot of people don't know that about you.
A lot of people don't.